So whether you're lying down or sitting up, just take a few moments to take your hands to your womb space and rest your hands there as you breathe. And just honoring this dynamic, powerful part of your body. And I want to invite you, as we journey through this guided meditation, to allow yourself to fall into your felt sense, more so than your analytical mind, your limbic brain. And allow the questions to marinate in your soma and answers to come from there rather than your thinking mind. So as you breathe down into your belly and into your pelvis, just imagine that your pelvic bowl is like a nest and you're using your breath to sort of smooth out the nest. So breathing in a circular movement just around the rim of the nest to start. Just imagining tucking in any stray sticks, shaping the nest with gentle hands. Spiraling down slowly, deeper into the pelvic nest. Adding soft, downy things like feathers and cotton. And creating a really cozy home space to curl up and to cuddle into, to feel held in inside of your pelvis. Just with your breath, slow circular motions. And we'll be working with the 4 directions and the 4 quadrants and the energies in each of these directions. And so we have the anterior pelvis, the front of the pelvis, the posterior pelvis, the back of the pelvis, the sacrum is, and then the left and the right side. So just maybe 1 or 2 more breaths as you finish smoothing out the nest in your pelvic space, in your womb space. Just your loving awareness. Using your loving awareness as this incredible resource. Just bringing your loving awareness has this incredible effect in relaxing and smoothing out and releasing tension. And now bring your loving awareness to the anterior quadrant of your pelvis, the pubic bone side of your pelvis. This is the north. And this is the space where we hold the archetype of the nurturing, generative adult within ourselves. And I want you to ask yourself what you're holding in the tension of the anterior pelvis. And specifically, where is the fear, or what are you afraid of? What fears do you have regarding your female body, your reproduction, your fertility, your creative vitality? Just let your loving awareness rest in those questions in the anterior north, knowing that that archetype of your nurturing generative adult is there to support you. How can you resource yourself to provide genuine loving care for yourself right now in your life? And how does this nurturing generative adult archetype inspire you to lead, to parent, to teach, direct, or share your medicine in the world? And now take a deep breath, say praises to the north, the nurturing generative adult in you that helps hold you in your fear. Exhale, release anything out that needs to let go. Feel the anterior pelvis soften. And now bring your loving awareness to the posterior quadrant of your pelvis, the south. And this is where the archetype of the wild indigenous one lives. And now ask yourself, what are you holding in the tension of the posterior pelvis? Specifically around where is your support? Where are you feeling supported in your life? Where do you desire more support? What is support to you? How do you desire to be supported? Because when we feel safe and supported, this southern energy of the wild indigenous archetype in us rises up and frees up this energy of this erotic, wild, instinctive part of you. So where does this wild, erotic, instinctive part of you desire to be more expressive in your life? That will give you a key to where you can be asking for, providing yourself more support. Feel the solid structure of your sacrum, your tailbone. And what alliances do you have in the more than human world to be grateful for? Animal presences, dream guides, ancestors, angels, galactic beings, living animals in your life? Can you feel their support? Take a nice, deep, full breath in. Leaning into that support inside of yourself in the south posterior. Feel that wild indigenous one. And releasing any tension, anything that needs to let go, let it out with your exhale. And now bring your loving awareness to the right quadrants. This is the east. Energetically, the archetype of the innocent or the sage within you. Dropping this question in, what are you holding in the tension in the right side, in the east of the pelvis? Specifically around where you're being bold. Where are you bold? What are you presently creating in the outer world? And what does that tension have to say to you about that? Where might you be depleting your energy by giving too much? Innocently giving too much. And this sage in you, what does this adventurous, big picture oriented, feminine spirit desire to create? Where has the sage been sitting on a mountaintop just waiting it out? Where maybe it's time to bring her down from the mountain. Let her loose into the world. What is the divine moving through you? Sometimes it's really hard for us to truly acknowledge where we're bold. This masculine, healthy masculine energy that balances and polarizes the feminine spirit. You really got out of the way. What is the divine moving through you? Take a deep breath into the right side of your pelvis, into the east, into that innocent sage archetype, and embrace her. And release any tension out of the right side of your pelvis, specifically the right ovary. And now bring your loving awareness to the left quadrant, the west, the archetype of the muse beloved. Dropping in this question, what are you holding in the tension in the left side of the pelvis, specifically around what you are receiving? What are you receiving that you would rather not? What boundaries have you let lax? What learning curves are you on around embracing this muse beloved energy in you? She's desiring to be appreciated, to be loved. Where is she needy? What does the imaginative darkness savoring, meaning attuned self dream of? In what old ways are you dying? And what are you giving birth to? Take a really deep, full breath in into that left quadrant to the west, to the left ovary. And letting any of that tension drain out as you exhale. And then with the next round of breath, just come back to that smoothing circular energy, uniting all four quadrants, all four directions. Being in this felt sense. And I'm going to give you a body blessing. This was written by Tammy Lynn Kent. Bless my feet and legs. Let them walk with the grounding energy of the earth. Bless my pelvis, that I may hold values as a woman, make space for my creations, and release what no longer serves me. Bless my vagina. May I be clear about what I bring into or release from my body and my life. Bless my feminine organs, that I use my creative potential in ways that are beneficial and sustainable for my spirit. Bless my belly. May I be in my place of feminine power. Bless my hands and arms. May they cultivate and receive a joyful bounty. Bless my heart and chest, that I receive and give fully the love that I share with others. Bless my breasts, that I nourish myself as lovingly as I nourish my creations. Bless my throat and head. May I speak my truth and clarify my visions. Bless the paths behind and ahead of me, that they may transform what I carry into the future. Bless the space I now stand as a woman. May I be fully present in my body and life and celebrate the blessings of this moment. Take one or two more breaths here as you appreciate your body and every step of the journey. She's taking you on, all the wisdom she's always showing you. Know that everything that's happened has been for you. And when you're ready to start moving, just take some really slow circular motions with your hand around your belly and womb space, moving in a clockwise direction as you breathe and connect. And if any energy needs to move, allow yourself to kind of gather that up from the navel, pull it out and throw it, making circles, gathering it up to the navel, pulling it and throwing it. And letting any organic movement come into the body through the arms and legs. You might want to stretch and lengthen out. Might feel really good to open the jaw really wide, open the face and the nasal cavity, and then scrunch everything together, and then open it back up. And maybe yawn. Slowly transitioning back upright when you're ready to.